Hello, Canon Travel Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Seiken Densetsu 3 with me, Blue Ankylo. We're traveling back to Valsina. It's been a long time traveling around boat trips and messing around on a dumb volcanic island, wasting my life. But finally, we're going to go talk to the king after we went and gathered up the wind element Sylphid, and also Shade accidentally. Between episodes, I did take a bit of a break and started planning out my promotion routine, because there's, some permanent choices we're going to have to make fairly soon for our promotion path. We'll talk about that once we get to level 18, I believe, but for now, just know that I'm looking into it. Yeah, if you have Rise doing stat increases, having Hawkeye do stat decreases is really nice. Having someone that can lower boss stats is really, really, really good. So, back to the Hero King. You have returned, Duran. I see you have located 4 of the 8 elementals. You're halfway there. I think we can do these in any order, actually. Maybe? I'm not 100%. It's possible we can do these in any order, actually. The Waterstone is in Altina's territory. Its elemental, Undine, may be found to the south of Frostbite Fields in the Labyrinth of Ice. Yeah. However, I have heard that Altina has already activated the Waterstone's energy. Please take care. The game is pretty nice from here on out, that they give you a lot of options on where you want to go. We'll be getting the primary elements, water and fire, before we bother with the special elements, because until promotion, the other elements do nothing for us. We don't learn any wood or Luna spells until promotion, so kind of pointless. We'll probably go water, fire. To the south of the Burning Sands is a place known as Fiery Gorge. The Firestone and its keeper Salamando can be found there. Although I believe one of these areas should be enough to get us to level 18. Whichever one you pick first should get you to level 18. I think, is generally the way this works. Unless you're really underleveled. Southeast of here is the sprawling Dusk Moon Forest, home of the Beastmen. I've heard the Moonstone lies within its borders, but I know nothing more. And you don't want to mess with Beastmen. They're pretty strong. You'd do well to change your class before heading there. Yeah, Luna and Dryad don't unlock a lot of spells or abilities for most of the game. For the first half of the game, let's say. But even the king here is suggesting that you save Moon and Dryad for last. So you should probably just do them in order that he shows them. Ice, Fire, Moon, Forest. I guess you can do them out of order if you want, but I don't know if the enemies scale. I know later on the enemies will scale based on whichever order you do the dungeons in, but I'm not sure they do this time. Anyway, south of Wandera is Lampbloom. The elven settlement of Dior lies within. If you ask the elves, they might have some advice. Technically, by the way, Charlotte's a half-elf. We haven't seen her main story playing as her, but maybe she'll help with that. You received help from Vuskov. So I guess Vuskov is going to be the name of the water turtle guy. I assume it is because you were chosen by Fairy. Here in Valsina, we have a flute that has the power to summon Vuskov. He had a different name in the fan translation. However, because the creature is not fond of humankind, we sealed it away. If Vuskov has accepted you, you can use the flute to summon it from any sandy beach. Take it with you. You forgot Charlotte even has a story? Well, I guess I understand. We probably don't have any inventory space, though, do we? Yeah. Can't carry everything. Wrong button. It always kind of confused me that the start button is what brings up your storage system. We're not going to use that mallet very often. It's nice to have, but it's more important to have this flute. You get the fairy flute. Not like the fairy in our head, a different fairy. Altina has quietly been attempting to control the Mana Stone from the underwater territory nearby. You must hurry. Yeah, I mean, he kind of intends you to do them in order, but there might be a reason to do them out of order if you want. Because we have Angela in our party, as Charlotte the animal companion. Technically, Kevin's the animal companion. But, yeah, we're going to go do Angela's first because, you know, she's our number 2 anyway. And I am pretty sure the Beastmen are way more dangerous than anything we're going to find in the Wizard Kingdom. And there's kind of like a... Whichever one you do first is a little bit more difficult, because the second one, you'll have the element that beats it. Like, if you go Ice first, then you'll have the Undine element for the Fire dungeon, which is going to help you out. But if you do Fire first, then you'll have the Salamander element to make the Ice dungeon easier. Because, you know, themed dungeons and all that. It's the Super Nintendo. So let's head back to town and see if we can find a beach. We should also find a shop. Is there a town that gives you better weapons right now? Or is the game just nice enough to upgrade them all so I don't have to go searching? Not nice enough to upgrade them all. There might not be any upgraded shops yet anyway, but... Ice Town. Oh, right, I forgot there even is an Ice Town. I was thinking we can't get into the Ice Castle. So, of course. I don't think we'll talk to Stella right now. Just double checking. One day. Basically, not a lot of plot will happen until we've got these next 4 elements. And then stuff will happen. There's some little wrap-ups, but... Actually, we can't get to a beach from here, can we? We have to actually take time to travel. The bridge is still out, and there's nowhere else to walk right now. Yeah, you can't walk anywhere. You have to take cannon travel out of the kingdom. Right now, this kingdom is isolated by everything except cannons. Yeah, there's not really any other options. Just kind of interesting. It's funny that we were taking a ship to Maya. Like, we were in the mountains, right? And then we wanted to go talk to the king. Instead of taking cannon travel from the mountains, we took a ship to a place with a cannon. Because the only way to get to the castle is with a cannon. Not the best, like, comprehensible dungeon ordering, or I don't know what to call it, but, like, it's kind of level design. It's like, I don't know. It's a little bit weird how they put all those, put that sequence. It's sequencing, I guess. Like, you know, story sequencing for that section was a bit wonky. Anyway, the cool part is, you know, now you can kind of go where you want to go, because we're about to go meet our turtle friend. There is a reason I've been showing you all of these little beaches, because knowing where they are is very convenient. We might not have a fanny flute, or a fanny drum, a flammy drum, but we've got a turtle flute. And he's as cool as any white dragon, right? His parents didn't get eaten by a snake. Alright, we're on the world map! Woo! And, he's got a horn. Just in case you're wondering, that's me. You can make your map go away. There's no... Unlike Secret of Mana, there is no world map. Like, there's no separate map. Alright, so we could go travel around the world a bit. I actually want to stop by... Before I go to the next dungeon, I want to take a quick stop at... What's the name of the town? It's... Is it easier just... Yeah. Okay, we'll be back. It's going to be easier to get there. We could sail around the entire... I don't even... Actually, I'm not even sure if there's another beach anywhere closer. But I want to go to Byzer to buy some some more casting items. But yeah, turtle's cool. We're gonna real quick head back, buy some stat buffer spells, or items, whatever we're calling them, because no one in our party is ever going to be able to learn stat ups. We can get some saber spells and some enemy debuffers eventually, but we don't have rice, and without rice, there's really no way to buff ourselves. Does anyone else? I'm trying to think. Other than some saber buffs that a couple people learn, I don't think anyone but Rise can learn, you know, strength up, defense up, stuff like that. At least not at the first promotion, like the level 18 promo. I'm going through the 6, and I don't think any of them can. Duran and Kevin both get some buffs, but very limited, and generally weapon buffs more than stat ups. But yeah, future tubers, don't you worry. I had a good look at long-term promotion paths, and I got a pretty good idea for what I want for the late game now. I'm pretty sure I have a way to, by the end of the game, redeem Carly. Whether she was a great pick is debatable, I think. It will always be debatable whether Carly or Charlotte was worth bringing along for the entire mission. But I think by the end of the game, she'll have mostly repaid her debt, and she's still racking up debt right now. So, because pretty much any of the other 3 characters would be carrying their weight better than she would right now. Her main value is spending MP to heal you. That's not that valuable. But we're gonna buy some stuff here. So we could get like the elementals, so a reasonable decision here is we're going to the ice dungeon. We won't have access to Salamando magic till after that dungeon. So why not buy some free fire spells? Not free, but some relatively cheap fire spells. And I definitely, no matter what, I want a bunch of these. These Drake scales for plus strength are real good. Gonna buff that up a fair bit, because no one else is going to learn those spells. So we're probably going to buy more of those later on, too. Well, theoretically, there might be a version we can buy late game that you can use, that you can increase the entire party's strength, maybe, if we're lucky. But we'll buy some of the defense ones. I am just going on super speed here to save a bit of time. The menuing and purchase the shop stuff takes a little while. Earth weapons, we actually don't have Earth Saber or anything. We don't have any of the sabers right now, but we'll get there. A Dex thing, we haven't bought any of those either. I'm not sure if this one's very valuable, but if you ever run into a boss that you could not hit easily, this might be a decent option. But that's lower priority. And then increasing intelligence is actually kind of nice. I'm not 100%, but I'm relatively common that Spirit does give you magic defense. Maybe not a ton, but boss magic can be real brutal. Alright, so we've got sort of our stat uppers and some fire magic if we want it. We could also buy... there, Dispel. Yeah, we want this for later. Dispel magic is a very useful ability. There is a way to get Charlotte to learn this spell, but we're probably not going to worry about that. Dark damage we've got, healing statuses, and Poto oil. I don't know why you would ever want to pick these up instead of like Stardust herbs and chocolates and stuff, but you know, they're there. And these are like just consumable non-elemental damage, so like that stuff's okay. But I think that's all we can buy for now. I'm pretty sure the shops change late game, but unless we want to buy some elemental effects. I'm gonna buy a few fire weapons just in case we want to test them out in the ice dungeon that's coming up next. And we will be getting... I'm gonna buy like 4 or 5 of these. Just because we know there's a fire dungeon and then a water dungeon and then a fire dungeon coming up next. So we might bring some ice coins to the desert, maybe. But nothing else is... I've spent tons of money. I want to save some money for weapon upgrades anyway. We're going to leave it on super speed here as we travel back, because I realize these enemies are so weak, it's really just wasting our time playing on normal speed. Sorry for the music being a little bit wonky, but you know, this is going to save us a few minutes of backtracking again. Sadly, we can't fly. And there's no cannon travel that takes us to Byzer, I guess. Alright, see, that didn't take too long. A little bit of a speed up. I can get into a nasty habit of always doing speed ups, though, so... I have to try to restrain myself for the Let's Play. Because when I'm playing by myself, you know, just playing on my own, that's the kind of thing I might end up doing a lot. There's this, like, this suspicious little island right outside of the starting location, though. We could check this out. Oblivious Isle. With very sad music. And some mana statues. Broken mana statues. Just remember this place for later. But it's a very sad island. Alright, turtle friend. We got some elementals to pick up. Alright, and right here would be the route to Dryad, if you wanted to do that, I think. Pretty sure. Actually, I'm not sure if you can get there from... It's possible you can't get to the Dryad Wood until you've got another upgrade. Or another, like, plot thing. Not 100% sure anymore. There's my beach. There's a town in there, but we can't get to there. I think that's the castle town. I thought the beach was on the south side of this continent. Just do a little bit of world map exploring, though. Why not? Mode 7 exploration. There it is. It's beach hunt. Could be the beachcombers. Welcome to Christmas Village. I mean, Snow Hamlet Allrand. Monsters have made nests to the south of the hamlet in Frostbite Fields. Now, if you played Angela's story, you would be more familiar with this area, because she lives nearby. So, Altina, the Kingdom of Magicians, is to the west of Frostbite. So, we can go south and get into combat, or we can explore the village. AKA find the weapon shops. I wonder if the desert weapon and armor shops are better than these. Or just, you know, the same. Because you could go to the desert first, just pick up new weapons. If it's the case. Oh boy, we're running out of money. I know I've got some stuff I can sell, but whew, those are getting pretty expensive. You think the desert gets the armor? Could be. Look at that, nice big hits. Duran's doing lots of damage, I like it. Now, one thing to keep in mind is a lot of the reason... Well, this is a pretty good upgrade, I guess. Generally, we get +3 damage for upgrade. This is like +8. So that's better. I skipped all that water cave combat. Well, everybody skips all that water cave combat. We could get a bit more money, I'm sure, soon enough. But anyway, I'm just trying to say, like, these weapon upgrades are actually more substantial than anything we've had for the magicians up till now. And furthermore, if you're worried about their stats, the reason they're kind of weak is I never put any points into strength or dexterity. Once they promote to, at level 18, they will get a big buff to all their stats, especially the ones you never upgraded at all. So they'll catch up a bit with damage. They're never going to be big powerhouses, but their weapons are suddenly becoming a bit more powerful, and their stats will get a buff soon enough. Oh, there's some kids saying that ships weren't coming anymore. I wonder what that meant. No more boats are coming, just turtles. If you plant a seed in the magic pot, it sprouts immediately. I do have an item seed I could plant, but, you know. The harbor keeps filling up with more and more ice chunks. Who knows when the next boat will dock? So they've got a problem in the ice lands of everything freezing. Classic Ice City problem. Guess we'll bring Salamandal back here and fix up their overly frozen wasteland. When's dinner? Oh, Grandma, she just had dinner, but she forgot already. How many dinners does one person need? She'll probably take her to that gold mana statue. She's got the Alzheimer's. My child's an only child, so I can be a bit overprotective. I know I shouldn't, but I just can't help spoiling her. Hey, Mommy, come here. Give me some candy. I want some chocolate. Go to the store. Buy me some more chocolate. There should be an option to give the kids some candy because they're spoiled. Actually, I think I need to buy some more candy. Speaking of, I think I used an awful lot in the last dungeon, and I don't think I restocked. We'll do some restocking. Armor first, though. So how much in debt are we? Oh, a fair bit in debt. So we're going to need 525. We're going to need about 1,100. So we need to sell 800 gold's worth of stuff. So we can sell the 2 old swords. We do not want to sell the new armor that is good, which is plate armor. And then we can sell anything not equipped over here. Oh, we got lots of money. Here I was worried we were going to run out of money. We got all these weapons and armors. They're worth... I guess the resale price of these things aren't too bad. I wonder if is it 75% in this game? I think Secret of Mana had more generous sales, back sales than some RPGs did. Oh, we're back to flower suits. Perfect for a Arctic ice mission. Arctic ice dungeon. Back to bikinis. Perfect. That makes the most sense. Thanks, 1995. Thanks, Squaresoft. Making gamers look like perverts since 1995. This is why your parents were mad at you for playing these games. Girls don't wear bikinis out in the snow. So she's going from tiger two-piece to a flower suit. It's way different. At least Carly wears, like, pajamas. And a cape, sure. Alright, well that gave them a nice big buff to their defense. Which, because we might be a little bit under-leveled, maybe. We might be like 1 level behind the average right now. We'll see what level the enemies are when we go outside, but I don't think we're going to be too far off. Even though we skipped a bunch of the last dungeon. Oh, Huzzle, gambling away all your money. Okay, we've got stocked up on chocolate. Yeah, we used a bunch of fairy walnuts. Sadly, 20 MP is not a whole lot anymore. But good. We still have a bit of money left over. Nothing to worry about. See, no need to completely clear. You were level 16? Ah, well. Who needs to be level 16? I do remember being approximately level 18 by the time I get to the next mana stone, the ice mana stones, so hopefully I'll get some level ups on the way, catch up a bit. Go west in Frostbite Fields to get to a frozen cave called the Labyrinth of Ice. The true queen got her powers from the water stone there. Her Majesty used to keep Alrant warm with her powers, like Altina proper. But now it's as cold as the rest of the kingdom. Did she forsake us? So the story is essentially that the queen no longer cares about anyone else and doesn't use her powers for good anymore. You must be cold if that's all you're wearing outside. Warm up in here. He's looking directly at Angela. You must be cold if that's all you're wearing. Mind you, there are still girls out here, villagers, who aren't wearing much more. It's just the national dress code for girls in Altina, I guess. Anyway, I like Frostbite Fields. It's got a nice ice theme. Oh boy, level 17 enemies. Well, we're a little under-leveled. But look at all that experience. I'd rather fight here than in that last dungeon, though, I'll tell you that. You know, it's not going to be easy, but these enemies are not going to be as brutal, I really don't think, as all those stupid healing cockatrices and the healing enemies. Like, oh. We just got, like, what? We killed 4 of these water thugs, so although we're trapped, this is another 135 experience. That's not too dangerous. Of course, I can't cast magic with Angela. I wanted to cast magic as soon as I got into the screen, because there was 3 targets. But I was never able to cast anything. I think I'm going to stop using Shade. It seems like this spell takes longer than the other ones. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems slow. Anyway, this is our... Oh, God. Look at that! Level ups! What do we need on Carly right now? Oh, I looked at some of the stat requirements for casting. For now, we don't need anything really higher than 10 as far as learning spells. Sort of advanced spells go up to needing like level 20 on Intellect or Spirit, but that's for like the 3rd promotion. Oh, I'm just gonna keep giving her Spirit because we want my heals to do good. Anyway, I do remember well enough that I would far rather grind in this area than in the last dungeon. You get a lot more experience for your fights here, and the enemies are, I would say, a lot chiller, honestly. We'll see if these guys start casting annoying abilities, like techs or whatever on us, but... I mean, it seemed like every screen against enemies in the volcano island, we were having to heal, and you know, people were practically dying. Sure, we're taking some damage, but I mean, I don't know. Seems like these are higher level enemies that aren't much more difficult. Plus, we're getting like double the experience, right? I'm selling myself, even if I don't sell anybody else. Convince myself that's all that matters. Double experience, very, very small difficulty bump. That'll be fine. Plus, we're not stuck here. Like the other dungeon, you're stuck. I don't like an area where you can't back out of. If we get tired here, we can go somewhere else. Of course, there's one of those water monster things, whatever they're calling them. The alligator tadpole things. But you know, having access to the full set of item shops and everything is pretty useful. Down or left? We'll go left. It's a trap! Lizardons, Sahagins, and sea serpents. I guess they have a different name here. Sea serpents. I don't think they called them sea serpents in the last area. Interesting. I mean, I did give myself a lot of these Drake scales. Oops, that's not who I meant to cast it on. Dang it! Just throw it away. Kind of wanted to test how much power we can get out of Duran with a bit of a strength buff. Maybe next trap room. Oh, someone's dying again. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is about this dungeon, or this area, but I find this area more peaceful. We've got an inn nearby. Even though the other dungeon had a golden statue, I think it's just like in my head, actually. In a place where I can just sail away if I get tired of it. Even if I would never do that. I would never give up midway through the dungeon. Just like the last dungeon, but I have the option now. Okay, let's see how this fight goes with powered up Duran. We're doing 90, almost 100 damage per swing. Oh man, even if we're a little bit low level, this is fine. That's approaching Kevin levels of power. I know I hype up Kevin a lot, but he would crush these guys too. Now I think if we head south and east, at some point we hit the castle, which, you know, we probably won't be able to enter, but should probably focus the wizard down if we can. Or just kill them all. Hey, you know what? That's not even as bad as those golden knights were. Or copper knights were, whatever they're called. I wonder if that fireball tech was more of a counter to our magic, or just a regular tech. I mean, that's a good question. How many of the enemy attacks that are so frustrating are just directly counters to things I'm doing? That'll be the big question. Maybe that's why I think Kevin is so good, because I never use magic when I can just kill things by punching them. And then we never get magic or tech counters because I'm never using anything. That might be a hidden downside for Angela. Oh no, trapped again. Ambush from behind a tree. It does seem like a lot of these just turn into brawls, and then in a DPS brawl, that's when you want a werewolf. Also, mysterious statue. And a lot of these enemies do have quite a lot of physical defense. Like, if I'm only doing 35 with Duran, and the girls are doing like 1 damage, and they can heal for 120. Constantly. I mean, have we done any damage here is the real question. Alright, some progress at least. I mean, they must have about twice the defense of these fish. You know, if we're doing 38 damage to a Poto dinosaur thing, and then like 60, 70 to a fish. there are sometimes areas where you can't tell the color of a statue either. A gold statue looks kind of silver, or silver looks kind of gold. If you're wondering sometimes, depending on how bright your screen is, sometimes it is difficult to tell what kind of mana shrine you're at. But, like, seriously, as much as we are taking damage down here, this is not nearly as bad as the Volcano Island. I can't... I mean, I'm not trying to overstate it or anything, but we're getting considerably more gain for our battles. And, oh, I forgot to heal. I healed the wrong person. As much as we still have to do quite a lot of healing because we're taking a lot of damage because the girls aren't very high DPS. But there's no really nasty abilities down here. There's no stone touch so far. You know, knock on wood, but so far nothing real bad has hit us. And the enemy damage is similar. It's not vastly different. Let's just keep trying to keep Angela alive longer. No intellect up. Spirit up is not going to do us much. Rolled a 20 out of 1,000. That is very low. And Duran cannot go strength or dexterity. Not really any point, other than maybe luck for potentially critical chances. I think stamina makes more sense. Just keep that defense up. So we're hitting level 16, which means Carly or Charlotte should be getting to 16 in a little while because, you know, she was a boss behind the XP curve of everyone else. Well, we crushed that. Well, I mean, okay, I say we crushed it. Angela still nearly died because she doesn't have enough defense. But, like, we beat the room quickly, so that's good. What I wanted to see maybe is, like, I just got to level up on Duran. So how much experience per level right now? 2,500, ouch. Yeah, so Charlotte's about 500 away. We're getting between 100 and 150 per room right now, depending on the enemies we fight. Grinding to level 17 right now would still take quite a while. When I said originally we could get to level 18 back in the Windstone, I mean it's technically possible, but that would take a very long time. Because even now with the XP curve, we're gonna need at least 5,000 experience to get to level 18, and it's probably more than that because you know it'll be more than 2,500 to get from 17 to 18. You could math it out. If we're getting about 50 XP per kill, every group of 3 is 150, and 2,500 divided by 150 is some number, probably around 17 or 18. Let's just say 18, even though I'm not doing all the math really. Oh wow, they're killing me up here, guys. I didn't use a herb on her yet, or a walnut on her. Here I am, Duran, basically dead. I thought I had lots of defense on this guy. Okay, the splitting the party up thing was not... See, the AI was not supposed to do that. They're supposed to follow you. They're supposed to assist you on fighting what you're fighting, but they got distracted. And then we had no stun locking up enemy attacks at all. And therefore, both groups nearly died. Ouch. Alright, 67 on that guy. So, like, this room was worth, like, 200 experience. So, on the high end, 200 experience per room at 2500 XP would be, like, 13 rooms. I think this whole dungeon length is probably around... Well, I'm just estimating at this point, but, it's probably around 13 rooms long across the entire snow area. So you can probably get a level up right now just fighting from here to town, or from town to here. I really need to not be lazy here and use a fairy walnut on Charlotte. So I think, pretty much for sure, whether I'm at level 18 or not before I get to the Waterstone, I will be promoting before I go to the next area, because we're going to be pretty close, I think. Let's buff that heal spell a bit. Not that this was a great room for an example. And, you know, if we're really struggling, getting a couple level ups will just help us out. But there really is a pretty big power up when we get promoted anyway. That means we'll have access to Ice Saber for the next dungeon if we get Duran promoted. Or we might anyway. Depends what level he learns that. And if he has enough spirit to learn it. Yeah, if we're getting 60 XP now per fight. That's like it's almost guaranteed to get around 200 per screen. Or at least nearly 200. Stop picking on Duran. He's supposed to have lots of defense. So I am planning on going Dark Route for Duran, if you're wondering. And in Dark Route, he's a little bit more focused on offense than defense. So we're really not planning on ever building up a super tanky character. Offense is the best defense, as they say. As we get killed by a mage and heal spam. See, if our offense was higher, we would just break his defense and that'd be the end of it. There'd be no heal spam, because he'd be dead. How did that happen? I went from like 100 I feel like I went from over 100 to dead. Maybe my reflexes are just getting really bad. Just getting old. This happened in Secret of Mana a lot too, where I was like, I am totally fine. And then I blink and then I'm dead. I'm like, where did all the HP go? The damage numbers don't really stick around for very long. It's not like it's an action RPG, so you don't get a chance to stop when you see a critical. You're like, wait, I just got criticaled for 200 damage, perhaps? I'm not saying that's exactly what happened. You guys following along in the future or in the present, the live tubers, you might have a bit of a better chance of seeing the numbers. There's just something about the ice. I could just, we could just grind in the ice for a long time. There's nothing wrong. It's relaxing. Boy, these guys are tanky. Making me look bad here. Okay. Some enemies, you know, they're just a little bit more defensive than others. I wonder how nerfed all these enemies got in the Trials of Mana remake. Because I've heard they've got difficulty settings in that Steam remake. And a lot of the settings are probably easier than the Super Nintendo version of this one. Maybe when I'm done this game, I'll do a let's play of the. I don't know. I don't know if I could do a game twice in a row, but maybe I'll consider doing a playthrough of Trials of Mana for Steam and try out the other 3 party members, basically. Because that'd be a pretty strong team anyway. Less healing magic, but way more punch. Uh-oh. Getting burned. Did I just stab that wizard for 8 damage with a sword? Hopefully that was one of the girls' attacks, showing the damage a little bit delayed. Duran's got to do more than 8 damage, or else he's going to get... Well, I'd say benched, but... You know, this game would be really cool if they let you hot swap your party members. Like, you could have all 6 characters, and you can just choose who you want to bring. It'd be kind of neat, right? Because different party comps would make a bit bigger difference in certain areas, right? There's definitely areas where you'd want to bring Carly, but not always necessarily. Sometimes just bursting through an area, just pummeling them to death with Kevin would be the best option. But sometimes you'd want to play a little slower, and you might need to heal up a bit more. Or you just keep her on the bench for free heals and just ignore her for combat. That's probably what would actually happen. Hey look, we made it to Altina. Exactly not the way we needed to go. I got lost. I forgot where the last branch was, so I was just going forward at this point. Well, now that it's daytime, maybe Angela will be a little bit stronger with her holy bolts. I wouldn't be surprised if we're getting fairly close to level 17 by now, actually. Just with all the constant combat down here. Let's see what we can do for AoE here. That did not seem to do very much damage, unless I missed it there. If that did like 50 to everybody, that was really bad. Because we're getting crushed here. It's possible Holy Light as the first spell is just one of the weaker spell powers. It's doing nothing to that one. Great. So, okay. Don't rely on Lumina magic at this point. Did I throw I may have just accidentally thrown a Fairy Walnut on Duran that was intended for Angela, and then I messed it up and had to do it again. I got distracted by how bad Holy Bolt was doing. How strong this mage is to physical damage. Yeah, there's a problem here when I'm attacking a dinosaur monster and doing 1 damage with Duran. Like, why are I don't remember them being that physically tanky. Yeah, if I can't even hurt them, what is going on? I bought the newest sword. I equipped it. Duran getting a level up won't even really matter, because I'm pretty sure he's max strength until promotion. There's a hard cap on your stats before you get promoted. I mean, 12 damage. 13 damage. What is going on? We can barely even hit it, let alone damage it. Whew, 78. That must have been... Was it like a higher level than his friends? Maybe there's like a bit of a damage scaling if you're under level. Like, you're less level than the enemy, so minus 50% damage. We'll pull a Witcher 3 on you. Okay, well, let's continue and consider doing some grinding. No, not seriously, just baby serious. See, this one, I hit for 33 on the first swing. There's a huge difference in range of defense on these things as they show up at different levels. Yeah, and that one's just dead, like, instantly. I don't know why that last room was so much harder than this one. Weird. So everything in this room is level 18. Definitely higher level than us. Is this where we start... Maybe the last room was like 17. I don't pay attention to enemy levels very often. No, we're still hitting the wizard for 40 plus damage. My allies are once again not staying anywhere close to together, targeting my enemy. They both split off to do their own thing. I wonder if the AI got tweaked at some point. Like, maybe when I switched lead character back when we were on the ghost ship, and they left the party for a bit. Maybe their AI got messed up. I should check. What we really need for this area to be a good grind spot is a golden statue somewhere nearby. So that I don't have to keep pumping fairy walnuts into these kids. Enjoy your nuts. I hope you're not allergic. Right side. Right side to heals, left side to bosses, yeah. Okay, I just want to check XP. I'm guessing we're pretty close to level 17. We are like 1 room away from level 17, indeed. And there's something else I was going to check. Oh, AIs. She says attack. Oh yeah, see, it did get messed up. I had it set to assist Duran before. Yeah, they lost... At some point, they lost their AI. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Is it even... So that's back. Maybe it just... I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't show it. Anyway. I've tried to reconfirm to focus on my target, but we'll see. Oh, look. Just a happy little statue in the middle of nowhere. It's like Thornham's played this game last night. I mean, when I said I hope there's a gold statue down here, I did know there was. I didn't know that it was exactly on this screen, but I knew there was one coming up. There should be an ice cave over here, right? Oh wow, maybe a little boss fight first. Hey, it's the knight that hurt Sylphid. Cease your toil. the Mana Stones will be activated, and the portal opened no matter what. The Mana Sword will belong to the Dragon Lord. The Dragon Lord? My father took that fiend to his grave. He sacrificed his life by throwing them both off to the abyss. Are you Duran? Huh. How do you know me? Who are you? Mysterious. Machine Golem S. Attack up! I don't even want to know how much defense these guys have. We could have got a level up if I just waited like a second. Let's increase Angela's intelligence and spirit, and then we'll do that to Carly. At least item use is like instant. I think we're going to do some defense buffs here, because these guys are going to be doing mostly physical damage. We're going to need to do some healing pretty soon, and then we'll switch to magic attack. There, 145 damage, not bad. Serious buff mode. I missed! You think they counter magic? That's possible. In the magic dungeon. Means, really glad I brought that strength seed, basically. Let's see, on the off chance, if buffing up Angela's strength gets her past the 1 damage mark. I think she still does 1 damage. You used AoE magic and got burned. Wow. Hey, we killed one. Got a level up. Duran, you're so good. Strength up. Kills it before I even. Wow, we're getting level up for everybody. A little bit more spirit. Alright. After that little break in the action, I think the level up lost me my strength buff effect, actually. I'm doing less damage and taking more damage. Getting that level up has actually screwed us. We had so much defense a second ago. And then I just healed Charlotte with herself, and she died anyway. That was crazy. We went from, like, totally in control to everybody was dead. Like, as soon as we got those level ups. And I haven't cast any magic. Alright, let's see what's my physical damage here. Miss. 70. Maybe you don't lose your strength buff when you Nah, I'm still doing the same damage. I don't think we lost our buffs when we got promoted. I don't know why the AI just went into kill mode there. Something about something about the what am I trying to say? Something about the level up. I think it like paused the game time a little bit, but the AI kept attacking kind of thing, and we just racked up a ton of damage just going through the level up screens. Or something like that. No, the Dragon Lord can't be alive. That'd mean my old man sacrificed his life for nothing. I ain't buying it. We're gonna kill that punk. The Mana Stone is nearby. I can feel the elemental's presence. Let's hurry. Let's go stop by the statue first. But yeah, Thornum, the tick, I guess, you know, the trick with those robot enemies is you're supposed to learn on the bridge, the first fight against them that they counter magic, basically. I meant to, if they hadn't died so quickly, I was going to show off some single target magic on them. Because they might be weak to Sylphid, but yeah, they just died before I could heal everybody up and start attacking normally. I did mean to use some actual honest-to-goodness magic. So this is a released Mana Stone. You can still promote off of them, I believe. Oh, the Mana Stone is giving off energy. But doesn't that make it easier to open the portal to the Sanctuary? Why don't we just wait for Altina to activate the stones? No, we can't let them release the mana energy. Even if it opens the portal, it'll permanently wither the mana tree. The more energy that's released, the more it'll weaken the mana power. It might even break the Benevodon seal. We must find the elementals before the forces of evil release all the mana energy. Then we can open the portal and secure the sword. Please understand. I don't really know this magic stuff. Got it, sorry. I just want you to know how dire the situation is, but we can do this. Oh my. Hey, Undyne. Are you crying? Are you hurt? No, just, you're on such a noble quest. I was so moved. Do pardon me, with mana getting weaker, I've been so quick to tears. Have no fear, I will gladly lend my power to your cause. Happy to make all your acquaintances. Yay! 5 elements. 3 to go. So that wasn't too bad, right? So definitely before we go to the next area, I think it's only going to be fair to get to level 18 and promote. So we are getting, we're at the hour marker basically, where we should probably end our episode. And the enemies around here are level 18 anyway, so the next area will probably be 19 and 20. I think if I'd cleared the volcanic island, I would have been probably a little bit closer to 18 right now. But it's not that. It's not gonna be much different to get from here to from here to 18, basically. When we hit level 18 with Angela, we should learn a new spell, and after that, we'll be able to promote. I'll be doing that one off camera though for you future tubers, because yeah, you know, there's nothing around here you haven't seen once or twice or 5 times. I hate these stupid little dinosaur things. They are the worst with their healing garbage and their high defense. And all these... I hate enemies that have spells, basically. Anything that stops the game flow and you just have to watch for a few seconds. There's too much of that. But, because there is a healing statue right here, it's a real good place to grind. Good experience. You can save and heal up to full anytime you want. And I'm sure you're basically designed to get to level 18 here. I mean, the game is... If you were playing it blind and did a little bit more exploring than I did, you'd probably be at level 18 by now. And even if you're not 18, you're close enough. Sheesh. You're close enough that you can get there pretty quick, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here for the future tubers. We're gonna basically start tomorrow's episode with a promotion party, which is, you know, everyone's favorite thing anyway. If you've been following the channel since Shining Force or Fire Emblem, promotion parties are probably one of my favorite parts of the games. So that'll be fine. Oh, he got like a leveled up. That's like Glacier, wasn't it? Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Oh, by the way, Carly gets to level 17. Just give her a bit of stamina while we finish this area up. So just to give you an idea about how long this will take, we'll look at Carly's XP and make an estimation on how many fights I need to finish. So 3,000 XP from 17 to 18 approximately. It's going to be about 200-ish experience per fight, so, you know, 15 fights. It's going to take a little while, but I bet you half an hour or less. 15, yeah, it's not going to take too long. it depends on what you fight. Some of these guys are dropping 70 or 80 experience. Some of them do summon a second form. If you don't kill the Potos first, they summon another one that's red, and that's like 4 enemies in one encounter. So that's, you know, we could get over 200 experience in a fight if we got lucky. Anyway, you know, everybody's looking pretty strong. I do like how technically Angela and Carly have more physical defense than Durand somehow. It's a mystery. He's got way more HP still, but it's just mysterious. So yeah, we're going to end the episode here for the future tubers, and I'll get to level 18 on everybody, and I'll meet you guys in front of the Mana Stone. And next episode will probably just be a little chat about the promotion directions for this game, because all 6 characters have, well, technically 7 classes altogether, but, you know, 2 mid-tier promotions, and then 2 more, which is a total of 4 endgame promotions. So 4 final promotions with 2 intermediate ones. And it's kind of important you pick the right direction for the kind of stuff you want to do. So we'll talk about that more next episode when we come back. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. We've got Undini and 3 more elements to go. So it's something to look forward to. Salamando's next. See you next time. Hope you've enjoyed and have a great day.